Let's get into it. 28 plays. Joe Alt, left side right here. Left tackle the entire time. Okay, so obviously a good combo, right? We could see good explosion from him out of the combo. Um, he steps down with his with the tight end, and they are blocking to that backer on the play side as they run. It's like lead duo, and Joel does a good job climbing, getting hands on, and you can see that his left hand is getting onto that right shoulder, so he could torque him, to the inside. Now, obviously, with a more vertical running angle, the DB is going to, or the linebacker is going to be tempted to push through, that B gap quicker. Especially running backs running right at him. So he peels off with really good timing, picks up the linebacker, lowers his weight, gets a good hand on him, and just stands him up. Obviously prohibiting him from getting to the running back. So really good job. It's a good job climbing. He's climbing as he's square though. He's giving the tight end enough room to get his hands on as well. Again, square to the second level, eyes on the second level, torque him to the inside, drive those feet, pick up that linebacker at the last second. Again, to prevent him from penetrating that B gap and getting immediately to the running back right there. Alt circle punch, play number 2. Okay. Left tackle. You can tell how freaking tall he is. 6'9". It's abnormal, I would say. But a really good set from him on this one. So we have more of a 45-degree set. He starts to turn his hips as the defender gets to the same plane as Joe Alt. So at this point, okay, open your hips. He's not opening too early because obviously you have the edge rusher who is pushing up the arc. We have Joe Alt who does a good job playing low right here. For again, relative to his height, right? A guy who's 6'9" is never going to be as low down as a guy who's 6'3", or not as frequently. So you have to kind of obviously see, okay, is he low considering his size? So relatively good knee bend, circle punch. So we're gonna have both hands come out a little bit, circle punch. It's exactly what it is. Circle punch. Circle punch. We have the right hand land into the chest, left hand onto the shoulder, stays attached, and rides him up the arc and obviously shuts him down, right there. So again, good set, good balance, good feet, good circle punch. The one thing that we will see later on and just throughout the review is sometimes he does tend to play a little bit long. And playing long in certain instances is good, certain instances it's bad, but we do want to see him like more frequently than he does, which again we will recap, get his like latch in and then get more lift versus push, but we'll talk about that later on because there's better examples of where it hurts him a little bit. But two good reps to start. Actually, there's quite a few good reps to start from Joe Alt. Left tackle right here. Good down. Counter. Yeah, so this is just a really, really aware play to me. So they're running counter, and he's going to block down. Now 0 obviously vacates this area, so he's not going to be focused on 0. His eyes are on 54 right here. 54 starts to get downhill a little bit. He'll pick up 54, but as he's being patiently working down the line of scrimmage, he sees that 54 delays a little bit, and that 95 is working into his area. So instead of trying to climb into space and work 54, he'll take 95 because 95, if he's out of this play, then guess what? Now your lead blocker or your kick out guy is going to be able to block somebody else. So work this guy inside, and then they'll take care of the linebacker. But if he's going to pinch down right here, or even try to get knife inside on you, then torque him to the inside. If he's going to stay outside right here, and that's what he does. Let's just say that he does just try to hold his edge. Then I'm sure that Joe Alt would climb to the second level and block 54. He gets kicked out by the guard or tackle, whatever this is. And it looked probably the guard gets kicked out by the guard, and he's a lean blocker with the H back, fullback, whatever exactly he is. But it's a really good job of awareness in the run game by Joe Alt to again step down here and then realize that 95 is going to take himself out of this play, and Joe Alt assist him in taking him out of the play right there. So again, good job. Ducks or drops his hips right here. Right hand into the chest. Left is most likely into the rib area. He's going to torque him to the inside and then ride it out. Refit the hand, ride it out. It's a good block by Joe Alt. Alt duo, define, take where going. Okay, made the left tackle again right here. Again, good play. So now we have another combo block with him and a tight end on this what is he like a loose three tech four eye, more of a four eye right here. And Alt does a good job again of initially, he it looks like okay, like he's almost like only attacking half a man. Like, why is he doing that? It's exactly for the reason that the tight end comes in and attacks the other half a man. If Alt were just to step straight onto him, let's say like just like an on step with the inside foot and then climb and then kind of square him up, then guess what? It's gonna be harder for his tight end to get any of the body, to hit. So he works down line of scrimmage, stays square to the line of scrimmage, engages. Left hand again is probably more wide here, and then the right hand is going to be for power, and then the outside or the left hand here is going to be to torque him. So you have to get onto his shoulder pad to torque. Tight end pops up 97, but now he's kind of straight up with Alt, and obviously leaning to Alt's left, to the D ends or to the D tackle's right. Alt feels him leaning. And at this point, he's not going to be able to torque him inside. So just take him where he is. Running back's going to be reading this. Okay, he's going to be reading helmets. And if he's going to fight hard to the outside, then let him. He fights back out to the outside. He stays attached, drives him to the ground. Now, obviously, he trips here, but nonetheless, again, playing long, which sometimes will hurt him, but it's a good play by him to just adjust. Yeah, typically it's going to be a situation where they step down, he pops him up, and now he's going to be off balance, going to the inside. Alt's going to torque him inside and bury him, but sometimes it doesn't happen like that, and he's a lot of momentum going to the outside, so take him to the outside again. Good job staying attached. Good job driving. Alt combo, not overcommit. Okay. Left tackle. Again, good job. So it looks like it's an RPO from Notre Dame here, and he is stepping down to combo 97, stepping down at combo 97. As he does that, he stays square to the second level. We can see that he drops his hips. As he drops his hips, his left hand attacks the hip of 97. Good powerful position from Alt. Good eyes to the second level. Clearly pops him inside. Again, not overcommitting, turning the turret, not the tank. Turret being the upper body, the tank being the lower body. You do not want to get your hips turned inside and overcommitted because you're not going to be able to get outside. Pushes him inside, is still low, and just picks up 0. Just in case, now let's say he was running off of Alt's ass right here. Is that a gap right there that Alt created, to his inside? Yes. It's a good play. It's a good play by Alt. Combo him, and obviously you have 0 flash, and Alt picks him up. It's a really good awareness in the run game. Alt combo movement over commit, I'm assuming that means. Let's see, left tackle. Yeah, it's not now. Now, the only thing I would say in terms of like overcommitment here, if he were to pick up the first thing that crosses his face, obviously 3, crosses his face right there. He does pick up 47 eventually, without knowing if this play is like specifically designed, to block 3 or leave 3 on block. Doesn't seem like it is. It does look like that you have this the center who's trying to get to him. So I'm sure Alt's guy is just 47. So I don't think it's so much of an overcommitment. Steps down, attacks the hip again, nice and low, attacking the hip, creating movement. Eyes onto 47, picks him up. I don't think it's an overcommitment at all. It's actually a really good down block. Again, I watch these pretty quickly and then watch them again and break them down with you guys. I'm assuming the first time I watched this, I was like, oh, he's supposed to get 3, but 3 was obviously supposed to get picked up by the center there. So good block. Again, step down, nice and low. Again, for his size, he's low, right? And definitely low here. Again, maybe a little bit bending at the waist here, but like I've talked about before, combo blocks and stuff like that, you can overcommit a little bit. You could cheat a little bit if you're that second guy there. Attacks that hip, clearly creates movement. Again, picks up 47. So we had 6 good plays in a row. For Alt. Now some of it starts coming up here. Some of the bad for Alt. So we got left tackle, feet freeze. Okay. Okay. So I do like the fact that initially Like we've talked about a lot with these inside zones, these tight zones, all these types of deals. If the run's going to be so far inside of him, he doesn't really necessarily need to like drive this guy outside. He's just trying to maintain positional leverage and keep his hips in front of him, in front of the D end. He's not want the D end across his face right here. So I do like that off the jump. He gets out of his stance and he gets vertical. He gets a little vertical before working out to the D end. So we like that initially. What we don't like after the fact is you have the initial contact, you have extension, and then alt never really follows the block with his feet. We could see that the initial pop, the initial extension, then his feet kind of freeze. Now I know that he's getting extended, so that's in his freeze his feet as well. But we want to see consistently active feet, because we don't see consistently active feet, even it's because if you get popped back, what happens is obviously you're gonna have too much ground between you guys, like he is right here. Defender pulls himself through, cross chop, and now alt is chasing the block a little bit, and that defender obviously gets to the inside, and the running back's able to slip out and all that, but still we want to see more active feet from alt there to see his face not get crossed. Initial pop, and then we are going to try to close that ground as best we possibly could and pull him into you, and then drive him. So not the worst case scenario there from alt, but he does get his face crossed. Okay. Alt passive hands feet, left tackle. Okay. So we have immediate pressure here from the DN. Now the ball is out immediately, but again, process versus results. Yeah, I don't know if it counts as a pressure or however PFF and people chart this type of stuff, but I can tell you in my mind, like getting shed initially, like right off the jump, is not exactly what you want to see. So